What's up, MetaNerdz? This video is all about the First Order Cruiser. This ship was actually hiding in plain sight, right by the bow of the Resurgent-class Battlecruiser. It could actually be seen in episode 7, but it was such a split-second shot, and the Resurgent is so detailed, that it kinda just blends in. But interestingly, it does not appear in Battlefront 2, and there are other times when we see the Resurgent, where we don't see the cruiser attached, but this can be easily explained as it just being off on some mission. If we look at the device where it docks onto, it seems to be a sort of rail system, and we can see more of these on the port and starboard sides, which makes me think a ton of different ships could be docked externally, which does make a lot of sense for a battlecruiser that was nearly twice the length of the Imperial-class Star Destroyer. This could be why this area is referred to as the assault launch platform, and perhaps they were able to access the Resurgent via the First Order transports that we saw used to raid Jakku. Cargo and small ships could be loaded up on these platforms, which would then descend into the main hold. So because they are located right near the rails, I think all of these systems were designed to work together. Its manufacturer is unknown, but since the Resurgent was made by the merger company created after the fall of the Empire, known as Kuat and Tralla, and their TIE fighters come from Sinar Jamis, so it was probably one of these two companies. No price stats exist, but by using these two shots, we can see how the TIE fighter hangar bays on the sides seem to be about 2 TIE fighters across. That means that this section would be about 14 meters wide, for a total length of 133 meters, or 436 feet, which I think we can be even more confident in, seeing it next to the GR-75 medium transport, which is 90 meters long, and remember, it is a bit off in the distance. Using these numbers we get a width of around 80 meters, or 262 feet, about 2 Jawa sand crawlers across. As for its history, one of these ships, named the Inshado, was used in the year 34 ABY to steal fuel from a freighter named the Romary, which got this cruiser and its TIE fighter complement involved in a skirmish with the Resistance. This resulted in the capture of Black Squadron, the X-Wing squad founded and led by Poe Dameron, and in the Inshado's following attack on Spalax, one of the Black Squadron members stole a TIE fighter, eliminated some other fighters, and then crashed it into the cruiser through the hangar bay, setting off a chain reaction that killed him, but also destroyed the First Order carrier, sending the fiery wreckage crashing down to the surface below. So that's it for its history, and the only cool behind the scenes fact is that it appeared in the Poe Dameron comics 15 through 19, and in the cross sections, it does seem like you can see this ship, but it is not identified. So that's it for the First Order Cruiser, but most important of all, remember, ships are hiding everywhere in Star Wars, and the Force will be with you, always.